Well, once again, it seems Jake Paul shocked the world. Or did he? You've likely seen the punch that will be flooding every social media platform for the next week. And if you haven't, well, don't waste your time. The fight was so quick that even those who were illegally streaming the pay-per-view event felt they too got ripped off. Aside from that, it truly felt like we were watching an award show with all the performances. They wanted to make this thing a spectacle, and it appeared to be quite the opposite. Even the production quality itself was bad, with the microphone being seen in some shots and some questionable camera angles. I felt like I was watching like a low production, bad early on version of like a WWE Monday Night Raw show. Either way, we got a lot to cover today on IO as we talk about the Ben Askren Jake Paul results. Smash that like button and let's get into it. So all Jake Paul needed was about a minute and change to improve his boxing record to 3-0, with his other two wins coming in 2020 against a YouTuber and former NBA player. Now I will say, you gotta give it to the kid, he's clearly put the work in and is a much more competitive boxer than people initially thought. That being said, I'd still love to fight him. This is the official challenge, Jake. Let's go one-on-one, buddy. I think I can kick your ass. If you've yet to see the clip of Askren dropping, well, all it took was a quick jab and a right hook from Paul for the former Bellator and one champion to fall to the ground. Although it was a good shot, which clearly rocked Askren, after he stood back up, about 3 to 4 seconds after being hit, the ref went to make sure he was good. After checking on Jake and then going back to Ben, the ref just decided to call it. And that was that. A lot of people were confused, some were mad, and of course, numerous people questioned whether this fight was even legitimate or not. Normally in boxing, you have a 10-second count to get up, and if you're up and you're able to show that you're okay, you keep fighting. For Ben, I don't know, 3 seconds and it was done. That's not to take away from Jake. As I've said before, he's clearly putting in the work and has improved as a fighter. If you're doing it all these years consistently, I'd certainly hope you'd improve. But I mean, if you guys look up clips of Ben Askren versus Robbie Lawler, this guy Ben could take a beating. He was a champion in 2 pro fight leagues, and even though he's known by many as the guy who got knocked out with the knee by Masvidal, well, he's done a lot more than that. So to see Jake Paul, who was using 12-ounce gloves, knock Ben out so quickly, well, it had a lot of people questioning things. For those of you that don't know, in the UFC, they usually use, I think, 4 or 6-ounce gloves. I think it's 4. Off the top of my head, I think it's 4. To add insult to injury, after the fight, Ben was seen walking down the hall with his wife, smiling and laughing. Didn't seem too upset that he lost. Then again, he made it pretty clear the whole time that win or lose, he doesn't care that much and is just happy to get paid and have some fun. In his post-fight press conference, of course, Ben was asked about the early stoppage and his thoughts. Although in the ring it appeared Ben cared more about the stoppage, after the fight he explained, I quote, "I thought I was fine, but whatever, that's his job. If that's what he felt, that's what he did. I'm going to take about $1 million home in the bank, and I'm going to coach some wrestling. I don't really give a shit. There's some pizza waiting for me in my hotel room. I'm going to eat that. I'm going to fly home and hang out with my kids tomorrow. And Monday, I'll probably be back at wrestling practice." And when asked if he'll be seen in a cage or ring again, Ben made it very clear this was the very last time, as he clearly does not have much interest continuing on with combat sports, especially after making a quick million like he did. What really made the night, though, was Pete Davidson's commentary and hosting, as he truly appeared not to care whatsoever about what was going on, nor did he really take anything all that serious, making it that much more entertaining. Jake took to Twitter to laugh at everyone and then retweeted a clip of Ben pretty much saying he's gonna retire, captioned, "Who should I retire next?" This win will likely give Jake the confidence to go after some even more legitimate fighters, and I mean, you can tell the win meant a lot to him as he literally broke down in tears in the middle of the ring. I will say, regardless of what he does or who he is as a person, I'm sure beating a retired professional fighter when a lot of people are counting you out means a lot. That being said, it seems Jake was the heavy favorite here, and given that Ben was known for his wrestling and not boxing, well, some weren't so confident in the champ. I guess former champion, which is Ben. That being said, I'm not so sure people were expecting him to go down as quickly as he did. Some current and former pro fighters took to Twitter with their reactions, with some thinking it was fixed, and others laughing at Ben for losing to a YouTuber. All in all, it's unclear who Jake is going to call out next, but at the end of the day, he's clearly doing something right and making a lot of money doing it. And although I'm not a fan, you gotta give credit where it's due. The man clearly works hard. That being said, if you want to fight, let me know. I'm 100% serious. Now, if you guys saw the fight, or at the very least, the clip of Jake knocking him out, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you guys think it was legit, or was this a dive and a half? Normally after a fight, you don't see the loser smiling, but then again, he even said he didn't care all that much. Likely played a factor as Ben's life doesn't change all that much, and Jake had a lot to prove. Still doesn't sit right with me that one punch got him, especially after some of the beatings that I've seen Ben take. But maybe after taking that knee from Masvidal, he's just not the same anymore. Who knows? As always, let us know your thoughts on this one down below. For now, let's do some comment replies from last week's roundup video. Becca F said, "Imagine a life where there is a global pandemic and your biggest worry is someone has posted a real photo of you online. Shake my head." When you put it that way, you really put it in perspective. It is true. We're in a pandemic. People, like, I live in Ontario. I'm home all the time now. I can't go anywhere. And this woman has the audacity to cry that someone posted a picture of her unedited. I'm about to flip a table. Boswell Jr. said, so what's going on with your stash, Potato King? More interested in that story. I just wanted to try something different. I said when I have an audition, I have to shave. I actually have 2 auditions that I gotta film later today. So I had to, now it's back to normal, unfortunately. Tired Mommy said, I came for science! Let's go, baby. Science, let's go. You know I get jacked about my science, baby. Look at me go. Science! All right, guys. I think I just pulled something again. All right, guys, that's all for this one. I've been your host, Jared Bronstein, and we'll see you guys soon. The fight itself was so quick, even my girlfriends were surprised. No, that's, I can't make a joke about that. I feel like my hair is... First thing in the morning here, folks. I'm still half asleep.